I've been thinking lately that all of us, at the end or the beginning of the year, start writing down all our goals, but we just forgot about it. I think that we are just completely swamped with the day by day, and we don't even have a space to review what we already wrote. And this is why I bring to you 6 things that completely changed my life since a very young age. Just applying smart goals and building the proper mindset. And let's go with the first one without any chronological order. And this one is vision. It's gonna sound cliche, but we need to know where we are and where do we want to go. I remember myself since a very young age dreaming about my future. It's gonna sound crazy, and I always remember the movie from Leonardo DiCaprio, Inception, because I could do so many things in there. I dressed in a way that I wanted. I went to the places that I wanted. And I did everything in the way that I really wanted. And I remember that I was very passionate about computers, technology, and innovation. So I started creating things that probably would change the world in a different way. It's gonna sound like that's a lot, but that's the way how teenagers dream. And it just happened to me. And what I want you to understand here is that it gave me a taste of what I wanted. And it helped me to learn a little bit more about myself and where I really wanted to direct my life. And I know that with time, everything changes, our perspective changes because we mature as well. But at that point of my life, I knew what I wanted. And I just started writing down all my goals and breaking them down and thinking a way how I could achieve them. And I just started doing my research, but most importantly, actioning about them. I didn't know where to find any resources and anything, but I just knew that I had a purpose in life because I wanted. And there was something inside me that told me that it wasn't enough just with what I saw or what I had. There was something more. And this take me to the point number 2. Be realistic in your goals. Yes, I probably wanted to go to the moon, live for 1 week, and probably come back to Earth. But I don't think that that would be a very realistic goal. And this is extremely important that we remember that it's not just writing what we dream, but we need to create smart goals, which go for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So we need to know that it's not just going to the moon, but not even the NSAA has discovered anything in there. So I don't think that that would be something completely realistic to go there. So let's just focus and put our feet on the ground. And I believe that Kaizen was the concept that changed the game here for me. And this goes for continuous improvement or change for the better. That's everything that I needed to know. Because after I break down my goals and understood that I had to be completely realistic and specific in everything that I was writing down, I discovered that I didn't have to do a lot just to achieve that big chunk of thing that I wanted. So I could work in very specific things little by little. So I knew that if I wanted to develop a new technology, I had to write down my goals and the weight of what skills do I need, what knowledge do I need, and probably language that I have to learn or abilities that I have to start thinking of to develop in the soft and the hard skills. So that was the way how I just start thinking and writing down everything. And it just took me to the point to be more confident with my abilities and what I was learning. And Kaizen was the way how I just start learning, improving day by day, and doing all my stuff based on a new improvement. My key here was every day learning something new that will be positive and add value to my goals. Every day, even though I didn't achieve something in that specific day, I knew that I had to add value in some way. Point number 3, learn from others people's experience. I think that most of the project managers are going to identify with me in this point because we have to learn from previous projects to not make the same mistakes in the current ones. And it applies as well in the personal life. So I believe that most of the people think that we need to walk in the same shoes of other people's experiences to make sure that we know exactly what they are going through. And I completely disagree in a way with that because since I was a very young girl, I just learned a lot of what was going on and applied all of this to my personal life. So I believe that one of my superpowers is observation. Just because I can take everything that is around and adapt it to myself, like if I am the one going through that situation. And I also apply the Kaizen concept, just making sure that I can learn from that experience, even though it wasn't mine. And that's what I love because I feel that it has bring a lot of value to me as time is passing by. Point number 4, do not let negative comments affect your objectives, but drive your motivation for positive improvement. We are going to be bombarded by people around telling us what to do, and probably that we don't have the skill set or the abilities or the knowledge, anything that is required to fulfill what we are just pursuing. But the idea here is not forgetting what is our north. That's the key. And remember that even though we get all of these negative comments, we can just shape it to the positive. And that's what happened to me since I was just very young. I remember as well being bombarded by all of these negative things, but I just took it, even though I just watched and see everything that was going on. And I said, I'm going to prove them they are wrong. And that's how everything changed in me. If I just got something negative from someone, it was just an opportunity to show them, but to show myself that they couldn't break that what I was trying to achieve, and that I was stronger, and that any comments or negative things could stop me because I knew where I was going. Now, point number 5. Use tools to remember where you are and where you are going. I used to have stick notes at home, and I wrote down the goals and the breakdown relate to that specific category. And it's pretty funny because every morning when I woke up, the first thing that I saw in my closet was a pyramid, or basically a tree of all the things that I just wrote the previous day or the week before working with my goals. And I had finishing my engineering career, complete a specific course among all of the ones that I have in there, getting my PMP. So all of these were breakdown of goals that I set myself. And the last one is do not give up if your goal is interrupted. I know that sometimes we're going to wake up and we won't even want to do anything to work toward our goals. But there is a word that I like a lot and is remember. This word is the key if we derail, and we might probably feel confused at any point of our lives. But remembering where we come from and where we are going to is what is going to help us to come back on track. I believe that setting smart goals and still building this kind of mindset have helped me to have better quality of life because I can live for myself. I can be competitive to myself and prove myself all the things that I can do, that I can be better today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. So I know that I can do a lot of things because I already set it up. If you come into this point, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that all of these points help you in your life to define your goals and to find yourself. So, a thumbs up for those who are already subscribed, and see you in the next video.